Yeah. What time we got? We got a few minutes to play with. We got a few minutes to play with. Yes, we have. Boys and girls, ladles and jelly spoons. I've had now breakfast this morning, so don't get on at me. Oh dear. Well, I was coming up the A38 this morning, and it says on the sign, it says delays after the 610. I'm thinking, I wonder where that is then. Which part of the A38 is it? Is it after the M1 or before the M1? It turned out it was before the M1. It was this sort of scenario, right? We get to it, it's all slowed down, we get wingling our way through it nice and slowly, as you do. Chonk, 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 stop, da da da. Then we get past the junction, once all the traffic's been let in, like in ours, off we go, and it's still a little bit slow. Then all of a sudden, it just takes off, right? And I'm thinking, well, why on earth was all this at a standstill in the first place? Because there was nothing at all, no fucking alien attack, there weren't no meteorite strike, there weren't no fucking bombs gone off, there weren't no shit like, there was nothing. There weren't even no fucking purple people eater, that weren't about either. Flying pygmies, there was none of it. Absolutely none of it. I don't get it. There's fuck all. So why on earth was we stationary for about 20 minutes? Oh, I don't know. Unbelievable. Oh, you don't get it? Well. I hate that, you know. With that kind of scenario, you run into stationary traffic, then you chonk your way through it, then all of a sudden it just takes off. And you're like, well, you know what I mean? It's as if you have all that build up and there's just an anticlimax. There's nothing. You know what I mean? There's no carnage, there's nothing. There's no cars flipped over, there's no lorries up a fucking embankment, there's nothing. Absolutely nothing. Do you think I'm a little bit twisted, am I? Thinking of all the bad scenarios that I was expecting. I am. Oh well. Let's have a look, see what we got. See if we got anything interesting on here. What's this? What's this here? What we got? Oh well. Oliver asked me, he says, do a video on the biggest screw-ups on the job. Only if you want to, but it would be funny. No, it wouldn't. I've already put a video up on my biggest screw-up anyway. It's on there. You've got to search for it. I think the title of the video is called Mind Your Head, I think it's called. That was cool. I'd completely missed the sign that says 7.5 ton limit and ended up at the wrong toll tunnel up in Liverpool. I had to go through the barriers and there was the walk of shame and all that sort of shit. It was yeah, it's entertaining. So have a watch of that one. James Dugawid, is that right? He asked a funny question, he did. I'm going to have to read this one because this was a bit of a strange one. I don't understand what he meant now. It's on one of my older videos. He says, what do you got? I imagine it's supposed to be on a road for HGVs 50 miles an hour, not flat out, and he's a flip-flop. I imagine you mean he's a foreigner. That was Simon, that one. Simon was cool. He's a good driver. But your statement doesn't make sense because, yes, it's 50 mile an hour, but on certain roads, On the motorway, it's flat out. 56 is what you're restricted to, and the legal limit is 60 miles an hour. You're restricted to 56 to give you that 4 mile an hour gap for when you're going down hills. I've already mentioned that before. Nom, nom, nom. But if it's otherwise stated on an A road, dual carriageway, single carriageway, it is up to 50 miles an hour on those particular roads. But on a motorway, flat out, go for it. Wow. Flat out being to your limiter, which is normally around about between 50 and 56, unless you're lucky. So there you go. That was a bit, I don't know if he meant a different type of road, I don't know, but anyway, there you have it. This was yesterday. Oliver again. He says, I spent the day in a grab lorry. What's a grab lorry? You have to explain that one to me. Is that one with the high up on the back of it? In Fulham, stood on the back of the wagon for 40 minutes. 6:30 this morning, it was the other day. He says, never been so fucking cold. It's very true. It was, yeah, it was like, wow. Brass monkey stuff. Horrible. KS Jammy 12 HD, he says, how is it driving in the snow and when there's ice on the road? You just have to be careful. It's not too bad as long as you pay attention, but remember, you might not see it, but it can be there. Black ice, it's horrible stuff. I hit a patch of that the other day when I was coming out of a little bridge. It's just out of our yard, and the vehicle felt like it was flying. There was nothing there, there was no response whatsoever. Luckily it was only a small patch, but it can happen, you just have to take your time. And remember, the weather's going to start getting crappy now. Whether we get any snow is another thing, I don't know. We might do, we might not do, it just depends. Well, my neck of the woods might not see any snow, but it ain't saying that the rest of the country will. We tend to get none of it. We might have a flutter. It might be in the air, but it never seems to stay. We never know. This year might be different. Who's to say? But more than likely, all it'll be is cold and icy. So you just have to beware. Be careful. Pay attention. Keep those distances a little longer between you and the vehicle in front. You know what I mean? So all you got to do is just pay attention. What else we got? New trucker. This is when I was mentioning about going down London. Hey, I had a bad experience when I was first driving in a 10 ton, and I just hate London. It's shit. So I thought I was the only one in the world who was shivered at the thought of certain parts of lorry driving. Yet on the road, but a man of your experience getting worried makes me feel a lot better. I'm glad I'll make you feel a lot better. I really do. New trucker. Sorted. Anyway, I'm going to go, and I'll speak to you a lot later. And don't forget, remember, drive safe, be good and all the rest of it. Keep those distances between your vehicles. Have a good day. See you later. Bye.